Hello there, this is DBT and this is Art of Rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8. And today, I will be doing a multiplayer protest of the car that you see on the screen right now, and that is the Lotus Evora 410. Not to be confused with the other Lotus Evora Enduro, I think it's the one in Class D. No, this is the Class C one, and I'm gonna be testing this car because, well, I got it for free, and I want to see how it performs. Before I jump into it though, you know what to do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, doing that helps the channel, and that keeps DBT going, and there's more videos for you. So go ahead, do that for DBT. But before I actually jump into talking about this car per se, I want to talk real quick about the current car hunt, which is for the Lamborghini Reventon Roadster. Now, normally when there's a new car hunt, I tend to make a video on the car hunt's, well, main focus, which is the main car, obviously. Not this time, however, because I've already made some videos on this car, and the last one was not too long ago. I don't remember exactly how long ago it was, but I'll put the link in the top right about now if you want to watch that and, well, learn if this is worth it. Spoiler alert, only for collection, but alright. Now, something else that I wanted to talk about is a couple of days ago, I made a video analyzing the new update, at least when it came to the relay ad relay, whatever it's called, the thing that shows up over here. Right now, because I'm playing on Steam, on the Windows version, it doesn't show up because there's no ads here, but still. So what I want to mention about that is that just as a little bit of proof of what I was saying in that video, that the boosters are still out there to acquire. These are from yesterday's event, and from this I'm gonna get some parts. Yeah, nothing too interesting in that sense, but I will get my boosters, though I seem to have forgotten to get one of the boosters. That's fine. And there's also the Showdown Cup, which after a few tries you can manage to get into this, and that is actually pretty usable. Why? Hold on, just wanted this to come on. Can I skip? No? Okay. You definitely need to get a little bit of luck to get a good result in the Showdown Cup, but look at this. From those two events, this is all that I just got. So the 1 hour boosters, for example, I got 3 hour boosters from those. Look at that. I mean, how is that bad? So boosters are out there, and on top of that, it was mentioned on Discord while we were discussing about this. I completely forgot also that you can buy boosters for fusion coins. Just about any race, you can always go over here. Obviously, I have a ton of boosters, but I can still scroll and buy myself some boosters. Now, normally this would have looked expensive, but now considering that we can get 1 million fusion coins a day, you can spend 270,000, 90 on this, 90 in the one in the tuning kit, and 90 on the extra tank. And there you go. You have your 1 hour boosters as well, and you still have over 600,000, or rather, over 700,000 fusion coins to spare. So boosters are still out there. You can still get your boosters. So in case anybody was like, oh my god, but I can't get boosters anymore, they're still out there. You just gotta look for them. But alright, so this is the card that we were gonna be testing, the Lotus Evora Sport 410, and I should actually activate the boosters. Okay, there we go. Boosters activated, and there it is. Lotus Evora Sport 410. Oh, I missed the sport part. Okay, whatever. And here's the stats with the tuning kit. As usual, as I always say, this information is not particularly useful, especially in the acceleration department, but hey, there it is. Like I mentioned, I won this car for free in the cake hunt that was happening some weeks ago. In the very last one, I think, it was 4 weeks of cake hunt. In the last week, I think that's when I got this car. So hey, might as well try it. So I got this car from that event for free, obviously, because those were free. And, well, I thought might as well upgrade it and test it out because I'm curious. In general, I kind of like Lotus. It's not like, oh, one of my favorite brands, but I do appreciate them. And I thought, hey, let's try this thing and see how good or bad this thing is. Now, it's of the rank of 1412, which in theory puts it towards the upper end of performance in that particular bracket. In theory. Now we're gonna see the practice. Honestly, I don't know what to expect of this, but let's see. Triple tap, and that nitro is just vanishing. The MP48s out-accelerated me, but that is no surprise. Those things out-accelerate just about everything, so that's kind of normal. And this thing vrooms nice. You know what? Now that I'm thinking, I probably did drive this once or twice in a Saturday's Friday multiplayer or something. Because yeah, I just remember that I heard that it has this engine noise, which is, one of my favorite engine noises in this game, so hey. But still, I haven't played enough with it to be able to tell like, oh yeah, no, I know that this car does this or that. No, I really don't know. We're figuring it out over here. I'm keeping a pretty healthy distance from my opponents, but I don't know if that's by virtue of this car doing good or by them doing bad. Could be either one. So I'm never too happy. You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna go up there. Oh, but these are slow cars. All right, next time if I ever land in this same track again in a slow car, then I'll do it. It's just that upper section, I tend to crash a lot when I'm driving the really fast car, so that's why I normally just go on the bottom side, and they're like, that's good enough. All right, second place, not too bad. McLaren MP48, I did beat an Asterion, that's MP Tune by the way, another MP48, CLA AMG Racing Series, and 2 Alfa Romeos, but unboosted or underranked. All right, fair enough. Let's continue seeing what this thing can do. All right, Patagonia, let's see what we can do over here. What can I say? That engine sound, I really like it. I heard it first in this game with the 4GT, and I don't know, I just really like how the thing sounds. It sounds very aggressive, very powerful. So I don't know, I definitely appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna figure out the performance. Oh, by the way, I also finally, after I don't know how long now that I just saw the Aerial Atom, I finally pro'd out my Aerial Atom. I actually did it before this update dropped, and I heard that they changed, I don't know if this is true or not, but I thought I heard that they changed once again how that car gets upgraded. Because you know, for a very long time you couldn't upgrade the car because they did not add the kits into any of the conversions. So it's like, oh great, cannot upgrade this at all unless I want to spend 40 direct upwards, which I didn't want to do. So I couldn't upgrade it for the longest time, and then in the last update, not the current one, the previous one, they did add finally the kits into the conversion, so I was able to convert them and eventually pro it out. But I don't know if for this update they changed it again. Can anybody confirm that the car requires parts at all, or is it still just kits? I'm curious about that. But anyway, so yeah, the point is that I did upgrade it. I spent a lot of my kits, about 40 kits in that thing. No, not 40. 160 kits on that thing, but it's fine, whatever. And I finally pro'd it out, and I tested it, and I was like, oh wow, it's not good. I don't know, it's just that that car, the Aerial Atom, used to be very strong before it got rebalanced. Now that it got rebalanced, I can see that it's kind of garbled. Not, well, I don't know that it's straight up garbled, but definitely not on the, wow, this is an amazing car. So, I don't know. I just finally got to drive it. I have it pro'd out, so that's cool. And first place, blah, blah. Would you look at that? Right, what was I racing? Because that was an absolutely convincing result right there. Aerial Atom. Okay, yeah, no, the cars weren't fantastic. Though, to be fair, this car, it's... Wait. No, yeah. Oh, but it's not even pro'd out. Never mind. Yeah, okay, this was not the best scenario to test the prowess of this car. Alps. Short track. Let's see what we do over here. So far, the car seems to be performing all right. You know, I'm not like, wow, this is the most amazing thing, but it actually feels pretty good. And the triple tap nitro does seem to run out relatively quick, considerably quick. But perfect nitro seems quite alright. So I don't know. Let's continue testing. Oh, look at that! It's a beautiful Audi R8 LMS Ultra. I love that car. Looks fantastic with the ginormous wheels. Okay. All right. So, ooh, did I just overtake everybody again? Let's go. Maybe this car is actually good. Like I said, being of the rank of 1412. It is indeed, in theory, in the top end of the performance. Should be the top end of the performance for this bracket. But you know that there's some cases, a bunch of cases where you can have a car that is at the top of the bracket, or rather the end of the bracket, the highest rank of the bracket, and still you're like, ooh. Namely, like that Lamborghini that I just mentioned earlier, the Reventon Roadster. Just say, listen, I love Lamborghini, but let's face it, that car is nothing to write home about. But either way. Look at that. Again, that's going to be another first place. Wow. Would you look at that? DBT getting first places in his videos. Well, to be fair, I'm also playing a little bit late in the week. In fact, if you noticed, at the start of this video, I had 6 races done. I've been a little bit lazy this week in multiplayer. Really haven't played all that much other than 6 races. But hey, whatever. It's fine. So maybe that's also why I'm not finding necessarily the most difficult opponents. But hey, Nissan 370Z, KTM. It's the same one we saw. There's the LMS Ultra. Yeah, okay. I guess the only proper competition was gonna be this, because this car also, by the way, same rank as mine, but this one really has some nitro issues from what I remember. So that's why, though to be fair, this is a short track. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Ooh, if we wanted to test a little bit the nitro duration, this is gonna be the place to do it, Monaco. And by the way, not too long ago in, what was it? I think it was in an Asphalt 7 video that I did not too long ago. I was talking about this track here in Asphalt 8. And I was saying that, from what I understood, this track actually came from Asphalt 6. But then I saw that it was actually in yet another Asphalt title, I believe even before. asphalt stick. So that's kind of curious. And I looked at that comparison of the tracks, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you can see it's the same track, but obviously you can see how it has evolved in terms of the graphics. Though I wish it had evolved a little bit also. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh no, I just unalived the beautiful Audi R8 LMS Ultra, and they stole all of my nitro. Oof. All right, hey, if you want to leave some nitro unpicked, I'll be happy to. No? Okay, that's fine, that's fine. It's all right. Listen. I don't need nitro. Anyway. Yeah, look at this. The perfect nitro does seem to be pretty all right. You know, it's not wow the longest perfect nitro out there, but it definitely. Oh no! Oh man, I just ruined my perfect lap or whatever it's called. Perfect run, whatever. Either way, now I'm in second place, so I'll still be able to get my nitro a little bit, so it's fine. So I think I'm willing. I was ready to write this car off as, oh yeah, it's not a great car or anything, but you know what? I'm actually starting to think that this is a pretty good car. Yeah. Oh, buddy, I'm not trying to knock you down, I promise. No, buddy. Well, I'm out of nitro as well, so. We both missed all of the nitro there, did we? I think we did. All right, fine, I'll just go on the outside. That was terrible. How did I miss all of that nitro? I don't know. But yeah, overall, I do believe that this is a pretty. It seemed to me so far that this is a pretty useful car. You know, maybe it's not a king. Maybe it's not the MP48 Destroyer, but it does seem pretty good. But you know what? I also kind of have to make sure how good or bad it drifts. So you know what's coming? You know it. Spiral drift test. Let's go. All right, let's see what this thing can do in terms of drift, because I haven't had much of a chance to test it, so let's see. Oh yeah, this is good. Look, I ended up hitting the inside just because I was drifting so good, and I was even trying to do some releases. All right, take 2 for the spiral test drift. Come on, let's not hit the inside. Yeah, I'm having to release a bunch. Now, to be fair, this is a relatively slow car just in terms, you know, compared to the class B, A, or S, right? And being slower also means that these sections for the drift are easier to do, simply if you're not going as fast. Oh, I didn't go in that versus race. Okay, my bad. It's easier to do on a slower car, but still, this still shows that the car drifts good enough where I'm not hitting the outside wall because it can barely drift. Yeah, look at that. As I just always say, that seems assisted, that direction seems assisted, but hey, very, very able to do this. Holy moly, first try, and I think I got a car that I can out-accelerate. That's dope. Let's see. Yep, absolutely no problem. That was as clean as that gets. Fantastic. Look at that. DVT getting lucky over here, and that's the time to wall. Let's do it over just to double check. All right, here we go. But yeah, that is super clean. Yep. I mean, it's that close to touching me, but he doesn't actually touch me, so that's perfect. And that is another time to wall. Perfect. Now we know. Is this acceleration good or bad? Why don't you let me know in the comments, because I legit have no clue. I mean, good or bad for this bracket, I mean. And just to not leave it unexplored, here are the colors available for the car. Of course, I was driving it earlier on in yellow. I was also driving it for the tests over here with silver. There's also black. We got it on blue, green, orange, red, and white. Now, this being Lotus, I feel like I have to drive it in green. I don't know. Saying. Yeah, that should work. Totally is gonna make my car faster. Let's go. And right after the spiral drift test, I get into Munich for the actual multiplayer races. It's fine. I'm fine. But yeah, overall, I'm gonna say I'm considerably surprised of the performance of this car. I really wasn't expecting it to be anything super amazing, and I don't think it's insanely amazing, but it's very, very useful. And again, it's a car that we were able to get for free. If you got it for free, of course. Why don't you let me know also in the comments if you acquired this car through the cake. Now, it's funny because I think this was probably in the last batch of cars that we could get in the cake hunt, which in theory was the worst batch. It was kind of weird, the whole thing with the cake hunt, because it began really, really amazing with the cars that they were giving through that. Some really good cars overall. And I really was expecting the cake hunt, once again, was a celebration event for the 11th anniversary. So I was sort of expecting for the last week to be the most, whoa, it's gonna be amazing with the rewards, but no, actually the cars that were given in the last week were not necessarily insanely. Oh, he went on the other side. Why? That's weird. Oh, I missed the nitro bottle. Oh man, I wanted to. I'm fine. And I think in that last batch is where I got this car. Whether that's true or not, either way. Oh, whoa! Would you look at that? Oh, that was clean. All right. I did not exactly mean to do that, but that looked fantastic. Look at that DVT. I make it look like I know what the heck I'm doing. That's another second place. Listen, like I was saying, maybe it's not the MP48 destroyer, but it sure can defend itself. I think. Then again, there was a couple of aerial atoms. This guy didn't have tuning kit, so I don't know. Once again, I don't know if this is telling that the car is good or just that my opponents are not super great. Okay, now we're in Evora 9. This is my playground. Let's go. Now, I know that some of you are waiting for another episode of Roomy Face Off. Don't worry, there's gonna be one soon. It's gonna be either within this weekend or maximum on Monday. This basically has to do with the scheduling of videos, if I have to upload something urgent and things like that. But yeah, no worries. There's definitely one coming very, very, very soon. I just need to record it still. Yeah, I haven't recorded it because for that I need to be in a certain league that I'm not yet over here in multiplayer. So it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll get there. Oh, I want that. Thank you. So yeah, no worries. There will be an episode of that coming soon. It's gonna be a bit of a peculiar one because it's gonna be two cars of the same brand fighting each other. Can you take a guess? Do you want to take a guess as to what that might be about? But yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I'm making it to, let's say, test extremes in terms of performance. Now, extreme doesn't always mean good. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say for now. But yeah, there's a video coming for that, so there you go. But yeah, like I was saying, overall the cars given in the cake hunt, some were really good towards the start, some were not as good towards the end. But I was saying, because people really started like bashing that event, like, oh my god, these events are, I mean, these rewards are, oh god, I missed the nitro bomb. Like, these rewards are absolutely horrendous, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, it's free cars. It's literally free cars. What is the problem? And it's kind of similar to how the cars that you can get currently in the, what's it called? The ad relays. They're not the most amazing cars out there. Yeah, that's true. But they're free cars. It's free. Have you ever heard that saying of never look a gift horse in the mouth? If you haven't, don't worry, I'll explain it. But alright, got defeated again by the MP48. But yeah, I mean, it's the MP48. What else is there to say? That car, I would dare to say that is probably just straight up the king of this bracket. Yeah, terrible nitro, but man, that acceleration is bonkers. That acceleration plus the handling. Alright, Dubai, fine. So, once again, never look a gift horse in the mouth. What does that mean? Well, that saying originally comes from the fact that people that know about horses can kind of determine the age of a horse or the health of a horse through the mouth. I don't know exactly what they look at. I don't know if it's the gums or the teeth. I don't know. But they can kind of figure out. So the idea is that if you get a horse for free, you don't look at it in the mouth. Because it doesn't matter really in what state it is. It was free, you know? So yeah, that's basically what it is. Same thing over here. You get a car for free. Yeah, it might not be the most amazing car, but it was free. So what is there not to like about that? So yeah, that's why I said that. I just find a little bit weird how people complain like, oh my god, Game Loft is so greedy and this, blah, 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 blah. And then Game Loft's like, okay, here you go. You can get some cars for quote unquote free. Oh my god, these cars are totally like, Jesus Christ, you want everything. You want the best cars for free. That's not gonna happen. Now, I did say for free, because you know, well, in the cake hunt they really were for free, because all you had to do was play the event, though play it a bunch of times. Now in the ad relay, you need to watch a ton of ads to get to the cars. But hey, you know, that is something that I said also very recently when we were discussing this whole thing about this update. And oh my god, it's so many ads, because I've been seeing people saying some BS about this whole thing. Oh, look at that! 2 MP48s defeated. Actually just ranked up. Let's go. All right, now this is a bit more representative of what I wanted to see. How does it perform against, you know, Now, they might have messed up in the race or whatever, but I still beat them, so I'll take it. So I've seen people complaining like, oh my god, there's so many ads that I have to watch now. Now I spend even more time watching ads that I am playing the game. And it's like, wait a second. The ads are not mandatory. If you really are spending more time watching ads than playing the game, I think you got your priorities crooked. Because, and this is the same example that I put on Discord over there. It's like, let's say that I have 1 hour to play the game. And it's gonna take me like, I don't know, 40 minutes to watch all of the ads. Yeah, technically if I have only 1 hour and I spend 40 minutes watching the ads, then yeah, I'm spending more watching the ads than playing the game. But you know what you can also do? Not watch the ads. Ah, Jesus Christ. Not watch the ad and just play the game. And that's it. You don't actually have to be watching the ads. So I don't know, I really think people complain because there's this whole thing of, oh, but I have to watch 45 ads to get to that. Then I have to watch 10 ads to get the 100,000 fusion coins, and I have to watch that, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to watch them. You can watch them if you have the time. If you have, you know, that is always how this whole thing has worked. You have to pay in one way or another. So either you pay with money and save time, or you pay with time and save on money. That's how these games work. So I don't know why that's a surprise, but well, it is what it is. But yeah, don't feel like, oh, I have to watch all of that every single day. You can, and if you have the opportunity, sure, do it. But it's not like you have to. I'm gonna do it because I always do it in a way where, oh, second place, not too bad. Despite the knockdown, but hey, defeated by Jesus Christ, KTM Crossbow GTX. But I debated all of that other stuff, though, a bunch of items. So again, I don't know that I can really say that that was an amazing result. But anyway, so you do have the option to watch it. And like I said, I do watch them almost daily. But why? Because I do it in a way where it's not gonna affect me all that much. I quote-unquote watch them on my phone while I'm doing something else here in the computer. I just have the phone over there propped up, and I just click on play ad, and I continue doing stuff on the computer. And then once the ad is over, I click on the X, and then there you go. That's when I'd watch, quote-unquote watch. And I just do that. And in that way, I get to watch all of those ads while I'm actually doing something else that is not just actually just looking at my phone like, ooh, there's an ad for this toy. Ooh, there's an ad for that thing. So I don't know. I just think it's a little bit silly when people, no matter what happens, people are gonna complain about it, and they complain bitterly about it. Like, oh my God, so many ads, but you don't have to watch them. Now, obviously, if you want to make the most of it, sure, you need to watch, and that's the whole point. That's why they're there. But I don't know. People also complain like, oh my God, this game it relies so much in the ads. It's like, but what would you prefer? Would you prefer for this game to go in the Asphalt Legends Unite style where maybe it's not so heavy on the ads, but the grinding in that game is crazy and you cannot get just about any car without grinding it massively for months and months? Well, you know, getting the with the gacha system, getting it randomly after I don't know how many months of playing, or having to do the car hunts where you have to do one race 500 times, no joking, 500 times in order to get the car. Do you really want that? That is even more of a waste of time. And that one is over here. All we gotta do, like I said, is just quote unquote watch the ads, and there you go. While in Asphalt Legends Unite, to do a car hunt, you actually need to be doing the car hunt. You need to be doing the race 500. Oh my God, that was amazing. I love when things like that. Ah! Well, we needed a funny moment in the video, I guess. But yeah, so. Are there a ton of ads to watch? Yes. Do you have to watch them? No. You can if you want, and like I said, maybe you want to do it in a way where it's not actually, you don't actually have to spend a lot of time doing that. Someone said like, yeah, I watch the ads while I'm watching a movie. That makes sense. You're watching a movie and you just have your phone at your side and quote unquote watching the ads. So I don't know. I just see people complaining about this over and over and over. Like, yeah, no matter what happens, they're gonna complain. When they got cars free in the what was it called before Car Hunts Festival, people would complain because, oh my God, I have to go to tier 8, and then they got moved to tier 16, and it's a free car still, but oh my God, I have to do it in tier 16, and then they got removed, and they complain, oh my God, no more free cars. You see what I'm saying? There's always something to complain about. But well, I'll just leave all that people complaining, and I'll just give you my hot takes over here that the update is not as bad as people made it out to be. All right, that was the test of the Lotus Evora. If you want to get a heart and a pin, leave me the key phrase, which is going to be that saying I explained earlier. So you're going to have to rewind a little bit to write it down. But all right, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.